Hello everybody, sorry running a few minutes late. I was trying to finish up the potatoes before I came on. Welcome in everybody, welcome in Patty Cake crew. This is Patty's Kitchen Garden and More, and I hope everybody's having a great day. It is, let's see, Alexa, what is the temperature right now? It is 63 degrees Fahrenheit in my corner of the world. And it's pleasant. It's not cold, it's not rainy. It's a pleasant day. I've been outside and it is a pleasant day. We are going to get right to what we're doing here. We are doing a little cooking video today. And I tried to get everything prepared before I came on. So I have here 5 strips of bacon. This is turkey bacon, and I have fried it. So here it is. On this plate, I have a pound of mild Italian ground sausage. And let's show you the spices that we are using today. Onion powder, garlic powder, Italian seasoning, and all-purpose seasoning, pepper, and salt. Use the spices of your choice. This is a Copycat recipe, and it is a Copycat from Olive Garden. So I'll tell you what it is in just a bit. So I fried the bacon and chopped it up and everything, and this is what I have left in the skillet. I am going to put some spices on this and fry it. Now, mine is with a twist, and I got this recipe from, I asked Alexa for this recipe, so Alexa gave me several recipes. Of course, I am going to tweak this a little bit. Did I show you bay leaves? I'll put 2 bay leaves. Alexa, stop. Let's see what else I have here. So I'm going to have to add more seasoning to this, I'm sure. Season according to your palate. And as I said, I am tweaking it a little bit. I'm adding something to it that Alexa may not have asked, may not have had on her recipe. So we're going to put this right in this skillet where we had the bacon frying. So we're going to sear this. I added a little bit of olive oil to the skillet to fry the bacon, and I'll probably have to add a little bit more olive oil. So we got this frying. Y'all want to see me? Here I am. How's everybody doing? I hate the way the screen make you look. Your head is so big and the rest of your body is so little. Okay. All right, so we got this in. We're going to add some more seasoning to this. A little more onion powder. a little more of all-purpose seasoning. And going to get this all browned up here. Going to add a little bit more of olive oil. It's not a lot of fat in turkey sausage and turkey bacon, so add a little bit more. And we will always season to taste. Okay, let me show you what else I have. I have some veggies that I washed, cleaned, and chopped up earlier. And what I have here, an onion, half stalk of celery, in which the recipe didn't call for, but I have a half stalk of celery, 2 stalks of green onion, and it didn't call for that, about 2 tablespoons of parsley, and I picked the parsley from my patio, from the pot this morning, and 4 little cloves of garlic, fresh garlic. So I'm going to add this in here once the meat is a little browner. I'm going on and add the celery because it will take a little longer. And the garlic will be the last thing that I add because garlic will burn quickly. Okay, let me turn up the burner, get this going. So we will let this fry. And I have potatoes that I have chopped up, and it will go in the dish. I will, once I get everything all seared here and sweated and whatever, softened, then I will put everything in the pot, in the Dutch oven. I have 2 bags of kale, and it's equivalent to about 3 cups of kale. I have 2 bags of kale. They said it's been triple washed, but I washed that. I re-washed it, and I re-wash all of my vegetables. Even if they say they are pre-washed, I don't trust that. This is just me. Nobody else has to do it. Do what you want in your kitchen, but this is just what I do. Okay. Okay, we got the celery in. So we're going to add the green onion right in here. We're adding the fresh parsley in here. And we will add the yellow onion. Okay, now this is the garlic that's left. We're not adding that right now. So we're going to let this cook a little bit. tell you what we're making. Let me speak to the chat first. Thank you all for tuning in. I really, really do appreciate it. We're cooking this. We want this celery to be softened. And I only used like a half stalk of celery. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for coming. Welcome, Joshua. Thank you so much for being here. Shout out to you. Happy Spiritual Sunday. First Lady, thank you for being here. Thank you, Kevin. Jersey Sewer, who would want to move here? Okay, don't bring the nonsense, please. Welcome in. Hey, Cherry. Hey, how are you doing? It's cool in the Bronx, okay? And Joshua says in Queens, New York, since he said he used to live in Queens, New York since fall of 2022 till fall of 2023. Hey, Cherry Hayes says she lived in New Jersey. I'm trying to see. I thought I saw time to devote earlier. If I didn't, I apologize. Hey, Sleazy, how you doing? Welcome in. Happy to see you. Cherry says Queens with the numbers was always confusing to her. Okay. Thank you, First Lady, for the 10 jewels, and thank you for the love, the emojis. Okay. Everything is coming together, guys. And keep it stirred. Probably need to turn down the burner. Ooh, excuse me, guys. My day is going wonderful, First Lady. Hi, Jacob. You love parsley in your dishes too? Welcome in. Sarah says she lived in Irvington, New York. Thank you, First Lady. He was decent, but he wanted to isolate me, so I had to bounce. Okay. Okay, thank you, First Lady. I thought I saw time to devote. Thank you so much. And thank you, Time to Devote, for coming in. And I apologize for the few minutes late coming in, trying to get all my stuff together. I had a couple of phone calls that interrupted me before I got on, but they didn't know I was about to go on, so it's okay. And I'll get back with them when I'm done. Okay, so I'm going to tell you guys, thank you, Joshua. I'm going to tell you guys what I'm making. Before I do that, let me put in the garlic. Okay, got the garlic in. And as soon as it's in a couple of minutes, then we will transfer this to the Dutch oven. I love my garlic too. I'm going to be sure that our meat is good and done. I'm going to add in the bacon. Here it is, the 5 slices of bacon. I'm going to add that in. And incorporate this really well. Oh, it smells amazing in my kitchen, guys. Thanks for the thumbs up. Thanks for being here. Time to devote. Thank you all for being here. Okay, I have this here. I have 3 tablespoons of flour, and I'm just going to go on and add it in here. That's going to be for the thickening of the soup. And what I am making is Copycat, Olive Garden, Zuppa, Toscana soup. That's what the meal of the day is. Okay. Let this cook right in. There's no certain way or set way you add ingredients. Just do it however you do it. I skinned my potatoes using this potato peeler, and this is what I have. These are scraps that I am going to put in the juice bucket for the garden. Okay, I'm going to put about 6 cups of chicken broth in here. But before I do that, I will transfer it to the Dutch oven here. Let me add a little bit just to get all of the flavor from the bottom of the skillet. Okay, we're going to put this in like so. Okay, I'm not going to put it all right now because I will be transferring this to the Dutch oven here. Very simple dish and very delicious. My daughter makes it all the time when it's cool, especially. Okay, so we slide this over, and we're gonna get this. Oh, this skillet is heavy, guys. My goodness. I like to get every bit of flavor that I can get. Oh, let's see here. We're gonna rinse this out, skillet, and put every bit of this liquid in the Dutch oven. Okay, that's about it. Oh, let's put this over here. See. Okay, we will bring this to a boil. And we will open up this one and put in half of this to start with. That will be my 6 cups. It doesn't really have to be what it says. If I need more, I will add more. Okay, let's bring this to a boil. Okay, we have that. I'm going to add about a, let's see, a half tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. Let's see, I have some. I think I do. This soy. I thought I had some. Well, we don't have any. I must have thrown it out. It probably, oh, well no, that's soy sauce. So we don't have that, so we will just eliminate it, no problem. No problem at all. Thank you all for coming in. Thank you for the 11 thumbs up, 19 watching. Please thumbs up. Please thumbs up if you don't mind. Evelyn B22. Oh, really, Evelyn? Hadn't heard that. Sorry to hear, because I use mine all the time. No, this is kale, Cherry. This is kale. And I've washed it. It's draining. That's kale. J3 Farms, how are you doing, J3? Welcome in. Happy to see you. Happy to see you all. Thank you for coming. Kale. Yeah, they do resemble kale and spinach. You can put in hot sauce if you like. I am going to add some Italian seasoning to it right now. That looks like about a tablespoonful. If I need more seasonings, I will add 2. Okay, I am going to add the potatoes. Let's see here. Let me add the potatoes. I have 4 diced or cubed potatoes, and today I am using russet potatoes. Normally I use the golden ones, but I'm using these today. They will be just fine. We're going to bring these to a boil. Once these start to boil, probably about 15 minutes, then I will start adding everything else. We don't want them real soft and you know, like mashed potatoes. We don't want them like that. At least I don't. Some people do mash theirs, and they say to thicken them, but that's why I added the flour for the thickness. And I used all-purpose flour. Okay, I'll probably add the rest of that stock. Well, I'm not going to add it. I'm going to let it come to a boil. Okay, and Time to Devote says yummy. Yes, it is yummy. It's always yummy when my daughter makes it. And Hey Cherry Hey said, I just ate and now I'm hungry again. I know this about to be so good. Yes, it's going to be so very good. And Cherry says, I love potatoes. I could eat them just as they are, as it is, she said, as is. Potatoes cooked all kind of way. Yes. Yes, Joshua, delicious, delicious. So once that starts to simmer, we'll bring it to a simmer for about maybe 10 or 15 minutes. So once that's done for about 10 or 15 minutes, then we will add the kale. And at the very end, we will add a cup of heavy whipping cream at the very end. Once all of this is cooked in here, Joshua says, I love all of your food. Thank you, Joshua. I just wish you could be here to taste it because it be banging. I'm not just saying it, but the flavor be there. And that's what it's all about, flavor when you're cooking. Now I have these seasonings, these spices here. I'm going to add a couple of bay leaves in here to this. Bay leaves, 1. And I'll add another bay leaf. And of course, when it's done, I will take them out as flavor. Let me add one more. Well, half of one more. This pot has to heat up. It's cold. I hope y'all can see in this pot. So yes, here it is. Uh, let's see what's going on around here. It's a lot. It's a lot going on. Another safety tip. If you guys have ordered or will be ordering and getting packages dropped out off from UPS and what's the other one? Any Amazon, any delivery service, try and be at home or have somebody looking out for your packages. I heard a couple people talking yesterday in my area, and they even showed a person from their doorbell camera running, grabbing packages off people's porches. I mean, if y'all could have seen this young man, he was running like crazy. Ran to the porch, grabbed the package, and was running like a rabbit. So be careful when you order things, whether it's the holiday season or if it's just any time. Watch your packages. I remember this has been probably 5 years ago, maybe, or so. My daughter had ordered I think it was a telephone system or something, and she had it come to our house. And the boy down the street, which they're no longer living out here, came and got the package. And the reason we know he did it, the package had been delivered, but we saw him, I saw him, I was in the window at that time. I don't think we, did we have a doorbell? I don't think we had an active door. We had cameras, but we didn't have a doorbell camera. It's probably been longer than 6 years. It's probably been, I would say maybe 10 years, not 6, because that hadn't been too long. Probably 10 years. Yeah, because we got the system, the whole system, alarm system, probably 8 years ago. So it had to be about 10 years ago. But I was in the window and saw the young man's mother pull up in the driveway, and he put the package back on the porch. It had been opened, but I guess when he got it, it wasn't anything he wanted, and maybe his mom knew he had done this, and she brought him, and I never said anything to them. The young man was going to school with my younger children at that time. So, yeah, be careful. But other than that, we have never had anybody bother anything on the porch or the yard or whatever. But just be mindful of that, because people are out here doing things right now. Hey, David, how are you doing? David, I saw you tending to your garden this morning. Look up large cast iron. Somebody says, yes, it is, David. It is a large. Now, that was the skillet, but this right here, this Dutch oven, I don't remember what the name of it is. My daughter gifted that to me some years ago. Let's see if I can see the name of it. The only thing that I see on this top is Food Network on the top. So I don't know about this one, but the black cast iron skillet is large. And it's one that I ordered from Amazon in recent years. But I have had some that I've had years ago that have been passed along to me One of them I gave to my daughter, the one who is always cooking. So, yeah, but that one I purchased from Amazon. And then I was able to purchase a top, which is large, that that matches the iron skillet. So, yes. So this is coming along. For those of you who may be coming in later, I am making Copycat, Olive Garden, Zuppa, Toscana soup. That is what this is. So I've given you the ingredients. I use 4 medium potatoes, diced up. You can use the potatoes of your choice. I'm using russet potatoes here. Generally, I use golden potatoes, but this is what I'm using today. And I've shown you the seasonings that I used and the spices that I'm using. And at the very end, I will put in the heavy whipping cream, and I'll put in the kale first and let it cook. And then once it's all cooked, then I'll do the heavy whipping cream. Hi, Sherry. Welcome in. Somebody stole some packages in your area too, Joshua? Yes. Large has all types of colored cast iron pots and skillets. Yes, they do, David. Hi, Deep Camarium. How are you doing? What's cooking? Looks delicious. It is Zuppa Toscana soup. Copycat of Olive Garden. Thank you all for being here. And affordable, yes, David, they are. So this will finally start to boil. I need it to boil for about 10 or 15 minutes. Then I'll put the kale in and the sour cream, and it is a wrap. I'll come back and show you guys and tell you what it tastes like. I already know it is delicious. So I don't want to hold you for the entire time because I don't know what you guys may have to do or may be doing today. So, yes. Yesterday I was trying to find some good cheese. I don't like to buy cheese that is grated. Oh, because I've been hearing so many stories about that. So I'm trying to be careful. The only cheese that I will buy now that is grated, I'll show you in just a minute. Trying to get this open. I bought this cheese. Let me get the scissors here. I I will grate this, but I just want to show you. And okay, it's starting to boil now. Alexa, set the timer for 10 minutes. Okay, this I will grate. These are cheese bites, and this is the cheese that I will be using, and I will garnish with some parsley. So let me show you the cheese that I buy all the time now. This is the cheese that I normally use, and I was looking for Parmesan cheese like this, but I could not find it. They just had the cheddars and the Mexican and the mixed blends and all of that. So that is why I bought these little bites, and I will grate this and put on top. And garnish with some parsley. Y'all, this is looking good. Y'all see what it's looking like? It is going to be delicious, and I know it is. As soon as those 10 minutes are up, I will put the kale in. Y'all excuse me for a moment. Daughter is calling, wanting to know if I'm still on live. Oh guys, this is looking so good. So good. Let me just see if I need to. You can always add to, but you can't take away. So be careful when you add your spices. Let me see here. Need some salt. And we're going to add some pepper. I could have added white pepper instead of that. Didn't think about it. I have white pepper. We're going to add some more Italian seasoning. About another teaspoonful. Some people add hot sauce to theirs. If you want to, you can use cayenne pepper. I may add a little bit of that later. Here it is, guys. Looking good. Welcome in Jackson Street. Get into it. Thank you for coming. So happy to see you all. Thank you, Tim, for coming. Yes, Tim, you can get a bowl of it as soon as it is ready. For all of you who celebrate the holidays, enjoy yourselves, enjoy your family, your friends, or if you just have a day off or a couple of days off to rest. When I worked, I was always happy when the governor gave us added days to be off work. I was always happy about that. Because normally you would get Christmas off, but then a lot of times the governor would give a couple more days added, and we always looked forward, but the governor would always wait. We have a female governor now, but we had male governors then. They would always wait until the last minute to say that we had additional days off. And we would be waiting and waiting and waiting. And finally, they would let us know we have additional days. We want these potatoes fork tender. Hey, Miss B and fam, welcome in. Yes, this is one that my grandson gave me when they went to Disney World. And this is one I love. My cousin who lives in New Orleans gave me this one. I really like it. And I have a couple of them that I bought for my daughter. Cherry, if you will drop your address on my IG page or send me an email. Send me your address. Welcome in, Nikki. How are you doing? Well, I do work for the state of Maryland and for HBCU University. Okay, Tim. How are you doing, Nikki? So happy to see you. Right, you and Tim are neighbors. That's right. Y'all work all holidays and take them around Christmas time. President also gave us an extra week. Oh, how nice. That's sweet. That is sweet. So I'm going to put, as soon as this 2-minute timer goes off, then I will put in the heavy whipping cream, a cup of heavy whipping cream. Ready for the heavy whipping cream. Okay, let's pour it in. Oops, golly, y'all. Can't see for looking. Pouring it all over the floor. Okay, that's a cup there. And let me see about my mess here. I will mop my kitchen when I'm done anyway. Alexa, stop. Okay, so we have this. Our potatoes are not really where we want them to be, but we will add our 1 cup of heavy whipping cream to this. And we have about 3 cups of kale. Okay, in about 10 minutes, we will add the kale and cook it until it wilts. Oh, this looks good. Look at this. Okay, in 10 minutes, we will add the kale. Let's see here. This is the kale. I got the kale from the produce section. I remember one season I had a lot of kale. So I'm going to plant more kale. Alexa, set the timer for 8 minutes. Okay. Don't want this to stick. Keep it stirred with this cream in here. It's a good pot of soup coming together. I started to do potato soup, but I said, no, let me just do this soup rather than the potato soup. Keep this stirred. It's coming together, y'all. Perfect day for soup. Yes. I tried cilantro, but it just didn't do well for me, Nikki. Hi, Amaya. How are you doing? Thanks for coming. Thanks, everybody. Nikki says it's 46 degrees in Maryland, and it is 63 degrees in central Alabama. Tim says, re-supported you, Nikki, and left a comment on your latest video. Thank you, Tim. Cilantro likes cooler weather. Okay, Cherry says it's 44 degrees in New York. Hey, Nikki, look what I have. I have some garden scraps from the potatoes. Sometimes you have to cook these potatoes a little bit longer. We don't want mashed potatoes, but we don't want them firm either. We want them fork tender. '53 in Delaware. I'm putting them in the compost juice container, Nikki. She said you could soak them in water to fertilize your plant. Okay, well maybe I'll do that then. Thank you, Nikki. You always give good garden tips. It's looking good, guys. Y'all know there is a content creator who cooked a lot, and she lived nearby in my same state, and I used to watch her all of the time. And you know, I would still go back sometimes and watch her cook and leave comments and stuff. So I was thinking about her a few weeks ago, and I said I gotta get back over there and see what May May is doing in the kitchen. And she's a little younger than I am. And I went to her channel and I watched some videos, but they were older videos. And then I saw one with her daughter on. Come to find out, the lady passed away in October, the day before my daughter's birthday. She passed away on the 26th of October. I was so shocked. I knew she had been a little ill, you know, but she never said what the problem was or anything like that. But I knew she had been ill, but I did not expect that to be. It was shocking. And then I was looking at another content creator a couple of weeks ago, And that creator had come to my page recently, hadn't seen him in a while, and come to find out his wife passed back in the summer. And I was sorry to hear that. It's a lot going on. People are going through so much. And during these holidays and times when people spend time with loved ones, it is really hard on people right now. And like Nikki always says, the everyday life of an OCD-ish chick. Be kind to others as well as yourself, because everybody is going through something. And I quote, Alexa, stop. And that is so true. We be going through things that people do not know about. And that is why when we don't see people sometimes, it could be for a period of time, we don't see people, we don't know what is going on, because things are going on. And with this lady that lives in my state, she always says she never brought personal issues or problems, going in with the kale now, guys, to her channel. She always says she liked to keep her channel positive and not sad and all the things. So we knew she was ill, but just didn't know it was to that extent. So may her spirit rest in peace. And may the other lady's spirit rest in peace as well. Yeah, but we do not ever know. Now this may look like a lot, but you know it's going to wilt down. So it won't be a whole lot. It just looks like that now. Yeah, people be going through things. And the lady who lives in my state, I didn't know the lady, never met her, but it seems like we had a connection. Seemed like I knew her because I had watched her from the beginning of when I started cooking. I would watch her, and she would come to my channel. She has a big channel, so her family, her husband, her son, and her daughter, her adult children, will try and keep the channel going. So yeah, we can just keep people in our prayers, because everybody is going through something. We just never know. Never ever know. I don't like all of the big stems. Try to pull most of them off. Some, but not a lot. See, this one is too big. Let's turn this down, and let's add a little bit more of this in there. We don't want it to stick. A little more of broth added. We'll add some more broth. Got to get all of this kale in here. And add some more broth to it. Because we don't want it to stick. And it is soup. We'll get the rest of this in here. It's going to cook. It looks like a lot, but it's going to cook down. Y'all know. it's only 3 cups of kale. And we will be adding some more seasoning because we know we will need more seasoning. And we'll just let this cook down. And when I bring you guys back, you will see that it has cooked down. We'll turn it up a little bit and add some more broth to it and let it simmer a little. And that will be it. We'll add some more salt right now. And salt to taste. And we'll add some more seasonings. But this is it, guys. It will cook down and I'll come back and show you the finished product. Okay. So I will cover it and let it simmer. Y'all see? Okay. Thank you for coming over and watching. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Hey, Chocolate Niecy, how are you doing? Welcome in. Unique Speaks, how are you doing, daughter? Hello, Stacy, Hands in the Dirt. Okay, I made one very similar with potatoes and sausage. Caldo Verde, okay, I believe it was called. Okay. Caldo Verde. Okay, this is the Copycat Italian soup, and it's Copycat from Olive Garden, I'm sorry, and it is the Zuppa Toscana. That's what I'm making. Thanks so much for coming in. It's really good. Stacy said it's really good. I bet it is. Okay, Fancy Finger Stacy. Yes, Nikki. I appreciate you all coming. I really do. And let's see. Stacy's speaking to Shirley, Cropper, Tim, Chocolate, Cherry, Nikki. Thank you all for coming. And I hope I have not missed anyone. No, it's Zuppa Toscano. It has kale in it. It's similar to the potato soup. In fact, Chocolate, I started to make potato soup. And then I said, no, everybody's making potato soup. Let me do the Olive Garden Copycat. So that's what this is. Be kind to yourself as well as others. That's right. We're all going through something. Yes, Nikki, I love it. Yes, you told me Healthy G mom passed away in another live. I miss her too. I really, really miss her. Yes, Nikki, so many different ways to get nutrients to our plants. A lot of times we don't see people. We don't know where they are. We don't know what's going on. We don't know what they're doing. We don't know if they're still with us. So, yeah, we just have to be kind because we don't know what's really going on. And we always wonder about those that we don't see or have not seen in a while. I think I need a little more elbow room. Scoot up. David. Oh. David said he went to wash his hands. Okay, yeah, he's been in here. Yeah, so a lot of times people say, oh, you haven't been to my, this one hadn't been to my live. This one hadn't been supporting me. A lot of times people are in the bushes and they're supporting, because I know there are some people that I'm connected to. I may not come out the bushes all the time, but I will thumbs up. Because if you're busy, you can't speak to everybody. And once you say hello, then everybody starts to speak, which is a good thing. And you just, you know, you're taken away from what you're trying to get done. So yes. But, and sometimes I'm watching from the big screen. I may not comment, but I'm watching from the big screen. Nikki, I got to go back and comment on your short. Came up on the big screen about the vertical gardening that you are going to start doing. And I've been looking at the stackables too, because you remember how Healthy G Mom always had the vertical gardens and she had so many herbs and stuff. Yeah, it saves space because she had a small apartment and she saved space like that by doing the vertical. So yes, I've been looking at some of the green stalks and all of that and saying that I'll probably get a couple of them and put them on my patio as well. Yeah. Let's take a look at this. That's right, Nikki. And then a lot of times, like even when Frugal Mama is on in the mornings, I may turn her on and I'm lying in bed or I'm lying on the sofa. And, you know, I'll try and speak to everybody, and then, you know, I'll just, because sometimes I be stretching right along with her. Yeah. Just got to cook this kale. Yeah, a pot of deliciousness. And y'all can imagine how my kitchen is smelling right now. Oh, it smells delicious. Thank you, Unique, for the 10 jewels. You put this food. Okay. I don't know why this thing is trying to hide, David. No, Patty, can you give me another bowl? Nikki, Stacy says, I'm hungry. Unique says, David Cora, I've been married. Laugh out loud. And Chocolate says, same. Sometimes you just want to enjoy the live stream. That's right. That's right. And sometimes when you're trying to speak to everybody, you get distracted. Sometimes I may not be in live, but I'll go back and watch the entire video. And you hear more. When you're more focused when you're not having to greet everyone. Two bowls of soup now. Mr. Crop, Mr. Crop don't remember me, Mama Pat. Okay. All right. He doesn't remember you. Okay. Nick is a snitch. David is a mess. David is something. Thank you all for your memberships. Thank you for your gifted memberships. Thank you for your support of thumbing up, being in the lives, coming to my videos and making comments, coming to the shorts and making comments. Thank you for everything, every super, every cash app. every gift, even if it was a prize. Thank you for the prizes. Thank you for the giftings. Thank you guys for everything. And I don't want to name names because I'm always missing somebody when I try and do that. You know who you are. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody. If this is your first or second time with us, you are welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are a regular, you already know you're welcome. Thank you so much. Love each and every one of you with the love of Jesus Christ. Y'all have a safe day today. Be careful. Watch your packages on your porches, because these people are snatching them off as quickly as the delivery people can drop them. Somebody is snatching them off porches. I have seen videos in my area, not in my neighborhood, but in my city, where people are running to porches, snatching packages, and they're caught on the doorbell camera. So yes, let's just be careful. People are out here casing your neighborhoods, your homes, your goings and comings. So let's just be careful. Let's be mindful of everything. Everything. I have a note on my door, which I've told you guys before: no solicitation, no advertisement, get off my porch, stop, no political pamphlets, no religious pamphlets, no nothing. Don't come to my porch. And I told this story the other day. For those of you, I'm going to tell it once more. For the ones that may not have seen my live, my recent live, where two guys rang my daughter and son-in-law's doorbell, and he waited until they moved away from his door and they were on the sidewalk. Then he opened his door and went outside to find out what they wanted. They lied. They pretended like somebody had sent them there to that address. The last name they gave is not even their name, not my son-in-law's name. And they pretended someone sent them there to fix their mailbox. Biggest lie. Their mailbox is in mint condition. They had the man to come tighten it up over the summer and repaint it. So that was a lie. That was a big lie. And they live on a corner lot, so they were casing. But my son-in-law went out, and of course he's not empty-handed. You know, we know what's going on. We know this this gimmickry, these scams that they are using. And I'm sorry to say, I don't care if a child approaches me in a store. I don't care if it's an elder as old as I am. Don't care if it's a teenager, boy or girl. I am not going to talk to you. You're not going to have my attention. I am going to keep walking. And it is sad that we are living in times now where we cannot trust anybody. We don't know these people out here in the streets. We don't need to stop and hold a conversation with them. My daughter was going in a store about a couple weeks ago, and this guy had some track, some biblical track, and he was saying, "Hey, sister, blah, blah, blah." She said, "I'm not interested." She kept walking. Sister. She said she kept walking, but she was watching him at the same time. Well, see, I'm not going to even answer you. And I told my daughter, don't even answer. Look and keep walking. Don't say a word, because I'm not thinking about you. Somebody tried to ask me for some direction one time, and I said, "Don't know," and kept going. I mean, it's sad. Don't talk to me in the store. Don't say nothing to me. I don't want to talk to you because I don't know you, and I don't know if you are well-meaning or not. Now, sometimes discernment, we know, we can tell that this person is okay. We got to be wise. We got to be sure we are discerning the right spirit. Shatika Woods, how are you doing? Ain't your sister right, Nikki? Right. Tell them like it is, Joshua says. And Shatika said we have to use discernment. Yes, Shatika, we do. To know who is real and who's fake. That's right. That's right. Hey, me and Mines, welcome in. How are you doing? Thank you for coming. But it's at the point with me now. I just don't even want to talk. I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk to you. You gotta be outside with that armor on. That's right. That's right. You're right, Cherry. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Because these people are ruthless. They are ruthless and they do not care. They do not care. They have no regard for human life. Thanks for the 29 thumbs up. Thank you so much. That's right. Mind your own business. That's right. That is right. Mind your own business. That's what I say too. And I try to stay in my lane and mind my business. I remember one day I was in the store. It's been months ago now. I'm short. This young lady was very tall. And I was trying to reach something on a shelf. And I said, excuse me, can you reach this for me? She simply said, I'll get somebody to help you. And she went on. I said, okay, thank you. And so I said, I don't need to ask anybody who is not working in a store to do anything. And I don't know if that was the reason that she just didn't talk to strangers, or if, I don't know, or she just didn't want to do it or didn't want to be bothered. So, see, I understand. I wasn't mad at her. I was saying, I hope this little old lady does not look like a threat to anybody. Just be yourself. Someone called yesterday pretending to be from my bank, asking for my account number. No, 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 no. The devil is a liar, Nikki. The devil is a liar. Yeah. I remember back in the summer, this man called, and my provider is, my mobile provider is Verizon. And he called pretending that he was from Verizon. He almost got me, y'all. And he had my account number. He had my account number. And he was trying to get information. I said, well, I can't give you the information. I need to call Verizon. He said to me, I don't have time for you to call them. If you don't give me the information within 10 minutes, your service will be cut. And guys, guess what? It was cut. So my daughter had to call Verizon. We talked to them. Nobody from there had called. So obviously their system must have been hacked. Because this person, he was a foreign speaking person. My service got cut off. He cut it just like that. And when she contacted from her phone, Verizon, and they were looking at my account. They said, well, your account is not even due right now, and it's paid in full. You have a zero balance. That was not us. I don't know how that scamp booger had my account number. And that's what made it seem so credible. So be careful, even if they have your account number. Don't talk to these people on the phone about anything. Just hang up and call whoever you need to call to find out. Because, and I told Verizon, I said, I don't know what security you have, but this person had my account number. He called it off to me on the phone. And I looked at my bill, and it was my account number. Number for number. So that's what happened. But I didn't give him information that he was asking for. Thank God. So it's a lot of scams going on. So let's just be careful out here every day, not just holidays. It gets a little worse during the holidays, but it's happening every day, all day, more and more. So guys, thank you so much. I've enjoyed talking to you. Thank you all for being here. Yes, they are thieves. Thieves, Joshua. They are thieves. It is scary, Nikki. So that's just a little reminder. Even if somebody has your account number calling you on the phone, don't buy into it. Don't listen to it, because they may have hacked into the system somehow, because that happened. It happened to me. And I've never been scammed before. I always just hang the phone up. Sometimes, I'm not going to lie to you, people keep calling back to back the same person. They may get a few choice words over here. I have to repent for that, but I'm just telling you the truth. You know, just telling you the truth. They may get some choice words over here, and I'll repent for them. Signs of the time. Yes, Shatika, it is. Hey, Frank, how you doing? She curse about. Yeah, they'll make you go there. They will take you there. They will take you there. And some of these people that call you, tell them, no, I'm not interested. They want to tell you 99 ways this is going to benefit, and you're steadily saying, I'm not interested, not interested, not interested. Yeah, they don't understand. They don't. They really, really don't. I beat scammers out of crap on my phone. Okay, Joshua. Frank, I'm so happy to see you. Happy Sunday to you, and thank you for coming. No is a complete sentence. That's right, Nikki. No explanation needed. You're absolutely correct. So, guys, I'm not going to hold you any longer. I know it is Sunday. People have things to do, family and family time and all of that. Just hang up. Yes, Frank. Yeah, you have to pull out the ghetto card. Then repent. Yes, Shatika. Yes. Yes. My mom is in her 90s, and we always tell her, do not talk to anybody on the phone. And she can hit that button and disconnect that in a heartbeat. It doesn't take her long. We told her, don't talk to nobody, because whatever you need, whatever's going on with your business, we are handling that. Don't be suckled into that. So, yes. She lives in an independent living facility. You ignore them. Take care, Nikki. Take care, everybody. Thank you all for stopping by. I appreciate the love, the conversation, and I will do a short once this is ready and tell you what it's tasting like. So y'all have a great day, and I will see you soon.